Hello there. My name is Carrie, and for this assignment, I decided to talk about an item that is near and dear to me, and it's something that I have actually taken for granted the whole time I've had it, and it's actually pretty funny that this assignment was to tell a story about an item in particular, and I never really thought about this item's story until now. And so the item that I decided to tell a story about is actually my bracelet here. And it might just look like a regular, just silver bracelet, but it actually has a whole bunch of meaning towards me, and not only me, but a whole bunch of other people who have almost the exact same one. And I got this bracelet when I went to Madagascar when I was 15 years old. I went there for a mission trip, and I went with a group of about 25 of us, and only about 11 youth, and I was one of the 11 youth. Um, it was kind of a crazy trip for me because I was the only one from Wyoming that went, so I was basically on my own, even though I was in a large group. I didn't know anyone. I was still very, very young, and I never experienced a third world country before in my life, so it was such an adventure for me. But when we went to Madagascar, we went to the capital, Tana, and we had an opportunity to go shopping. And so when we went shopping, everyone from the group went and got these bracelets. And this bracelet has actually never, has only been taken off for maybe a handful of times since I've gotten it, the last 16 years. And it symbolizes a lot for me. It symbolizes a journey, an adventure. It symbolizes family. Like I was saying before, I was basically by myself in this group of 25 and didn't know anyone, but by the end of it, we were all family. And I actually still keep in touch with many of them today, 16 years later. Um, Actually, my best friend, I went to her wedding and she wore hers for her wedding. She still has hers, and she gave her husband, her new husband, one that she got in Madagascar as well. And so it really just it symbolizes, um, the bond that we have, everyone who went on that trip. It also symbolizes for me just like personal dedication and hard work because I fundraised myself for me to go onto this trip for airfare and everything like that. The bracelet itself reminds me to stay humble, to stay true to who I am. Not a lot of people realize what you truly have until you literally don't have it. And I know that's a really cliche style of saying, but when it comes to, basic refrigeration, running water, a toilet seat, even toilet paper, stuff like that. As a 15-year-old girl who was used to all of that here in the United States, going and living in a third world country and living without it for a month really opens your eyes to what the world is, what the world has to offer, and how much we really have here in America compared to other places in the world. It's really, really eye opening, and it's really humbling. Um, yeah, it's just like I was saying, I'd never realized how much that bracelet meant to me before thinking about, a story that I could tell about it. And I'm just so happy I still have it I've had it for the last 16 years. Like I said, I haven't taken it off only but like a handful of times. And yeah, I'd say it's probably a part of me that I'll always want to have. And perhaps when my daughter gets older, I might, pass it down to her, or I might just keep it for myself, just because I think it's a really great memory for me. So that is my story about my bracelet.